Hello my fellow teabags, Cinemax77 coming at you today. And I put out a video yesterday, a little update video, and I showed in it this knife right here, or should I say knife blank. It is very much unfinished, still needs a handle, still needs, as y'all can see, watch the light jump. All the edges that I've cut out are faceted. I don't have a belt sander. Matter of fact, I don't have any power tools at all but my Dremel. Now, this is the second largest blade that I've ever made. Okay? Now, yes, this one is primarily going to be a camping food prep knife. But to let y'all know, it's not going to be the only form or function it has. It's going to be a backup camping knife. It's going to be one of those ones that, hey, if anything happens to my blade, my main blade, I'll still have this one. Now, some of y'all may recognize this knife. This is the knife that, the first large knife that I've ever made, that Brother Tim over at Sugar Creek Forge was ever so kindly, he finished it for me. He put the pins in, the lanyard pin, and he finished shaping the handles for me. Awesome job. Thank you very much, Tim. He also did some profiling work on the recurve for me. I don't know if y'all can tell right now, but I actually have an unpolished edge of sin on it. So this is my first large knife, right here, second. But what everybody don't know, or as few people know, is these are not the first knives I've made. These are just the first two large knives that I've made. And real quick, to let everybody know, that's what they started life as. Now, if you get to this point right here, if you notice, pretty much all of them, besides this one, are roughly the same length from here to here. This one ain't, because that one I actually shortened it up a little bit. And, you know, that's that. But yeah, so no, I don't heat treat my knives. These two started life as this. Plain and simple. Okay? Started life as just an ordinary kitchen knife. And see if I can get, yeah, y'all see that right there? See that nick? Now, there you go. This knife I actually confiscated from an old job, and as y'all can see, this thing, oh my God, somebody decided they wanted to play Conan with it or something. That edge is just horrible. Do you see that? You see all the destruction on that edge? So this knife is going to wind up like these two. So yeah, I don't worry about heat treatment or anything like that. I don't have to. My knife's already heat treated. I'm just simply cutting it out and reshaping it to whatever shape I desire. Now, I'm not sure if these are done traditionally, where the back is softer, or the spine is softer than the cutting edge. I'm not sure about that at all. So I tried not to cut too far past your primary bevel. I really don't. And, you know, that's that. But if y'all want to get technical, this is like my, I want to say 14th and 15th blade that I've ever made. I only have two of the original blades I've ever made still in my possession. Here's one of them. This one I made for my wife. It's just a little something that she can use around the house. As you can see, the handle is really funky shaped, and that's because it's primarily made for her. It's so she can have a good grip on it and still work with it, be it for self-defense or be it for whatever. It's an awesome little blade. And here's the other one. This one's mine. This is one of my favorite little blades. I don't have a sheath for it, but the handles I did, they are just epoxied on. There's absolutely positively no way any type of bacteria or anything like that can get up in there. Yeah, I even have a couple little finger trolls in here and like 3 notches for jimping. But yeah, these knives, along with the rest of them that are done like this, they all have the same style handle on them. And I did all the burning to them myself. But all of them started life out as a circular saw blade. Your standard size one, you can get 4 blades out of it. 2 roughly this size and 2 roughly this size. And the cool thing is, on this particular knife, nobody can really tell because the way I got it fixed up, but this line right here, if you look at the center of your circular saw blade, the hole, the mounting hole, if you notice, has a diamond impression around it. And that's because if your blade gets caught on anything, like something bad, instead of having the motor try to turn and rip and all that, what it does is the center hole mount actually snaps out, so that way it will spin and not destroy your saw itself. And you can just turn the saw off and, pop it out, excuse me, and put your new blade on it. So there's that. So a lot of people ask me, how do I heat treat my knives? Answer is, I don't. I just simply go through and I just do what I want with a knife that I don't want to spend the time working on to make it back to the way it was, or B, the handle broke off, the tip broke off, something like that. In these 2 cases, the handles broke off. Well, actually, in this case, the handle was melted off. This case, the handle snapped off. In this handle right here is probably like a good, I was marking it down, trying to, design another blade. But in this handle is like at least a 3-inch tang inside of it. So, if you can get the handle off, that just gives you 3 more inches of steel to work with. But, tell me what y'all think, man. I'm actually putting my work out there for y'all to see. Because basically the process of my knife making, minus these 2, it starts out like this. We'll go to this, then end up like this. Once again, Tim, bro, if you watch this, man, I love you, dude. Thank you very much for finishing this up for me, man. This is absolutely positively one of my favorite blades now. It's just an excellent blade. I use it a lot when I'm going outdoors. I use it a lot when I go hunting now. It's just, now if I can, as soon as I can get me a decent sheath made for it, I might actually EDC this one for a little bit because it's Texas legal. So is this one. So are these. I love this little one. This was the second knife that I've ever made. The first one, my dad has it. And it looks exactly like this, except his blade is more narrow and longer. This one, oh God, this should prove something to y'all right now. I made this before I even owned a razor. I saw a razor and I fell in love with it. So it made me one. I know the blade stock on this one's not too thick, but I do not care. I love it. The only thing I would do differently on this one is I would actually bring this handle up probably a little bit more. But that's just me. It's just so I can have a pinch right there for opening boxes or people or whatever I decide to do with it. And for those of y'all who don't like that comment, it's a joke. Build a bridge. Get over it. So there y'all go. You know, pretty much that's how I do my blades, man. When I make one myself. It's not something I do often. As a matter of fact, this blade right here was sitting in my to-do box, so to speak, for at least the past 7 months. So, it's because once I get started on something like this, I really don't like stopping. I hate coming to a stopping point. I just want to finish it and get it over with. That's how I do everything in life. Once I get started, I'm not stopping until it's done. And right now, I'm kicking myself in the ass because I'm actually at a standstill point. I don't have any handle material. I don't have any power tools other than my Dremel. So I don't even have a drill press so I can drill me some holes so I can actually, get some handle material. So right now I'm at a standstill. I've had a couple of offers from friends to drill out the handle for me and stuff like that, but first I have to do a little expedition and find me some handle material that I like, because if I can do that, I'm just going to probably wind up sending this to a buddy of mine, have them finish it for me, and whatever handle material is left over, they can have it. And I'm also going to send them a little cash too, because don't do my work for me. If so, that means I'm outsourcing, and outsourcing gets paid. But there y'all go. For those of y'all who wanted to know, now you know how I do my knives. Big ones, normally something like this, then winds up like this, then you get this. Everything else is all pretty much from scratch, man. I really love those two little blades. I'm extremely proud of them. No matter how ugly anybody thinks my blades are, and the fact that you look at them and it looks like Ray Charles went to town on them with a Dremel. Probably because I did go to town with them with a Dremel. That's all I got to work with. So thank you very much for watching, man. I appreciate it. I hope this has been entertaining as well as educational. Keep your finger in the trial. Thank you very much. Have a nice day, y'all. Bye.